Instead of red, white, and blue, it's red wine and blue burgers. Okay, so I got a couple of pounds of ground sirloin here. That's to make 4 big, beautiful beefy burgers. And I'm gonna put a couple of scallions chopped up in there, the whites and the greens. Just trim off the ends and give them a chop. Throw that in there. Because it's beef, and I always use Worcestershire sauce when I make beef, I'm gonna put a little Worcestershire sauce in there. Then I'm gonna hit it with, hello, Bordeaux. I'm gonna hit it with a little red wine. You want about 1/3 to 1/2 of a cup. Don't go too crazy. Just splash it around and kind of eyeball it and say, yeah, that looks pretty good. And then it gives a nice tang to the burger. Oh, it's delicious once it cooks up. And all of a sudden I was Mrs. Doubtfire. Oh, it's delicious once it cooks. I swear I haven't had any of that red wine yet, I promise. But it really is delicious. Mrs. Doubtfire would love it. So then you take a palm full of grill seasoning, pop that in there. Take your rings off first, and then you just have at it. You either preheat the grill and spray it with some cooking spray, or I've got a nice big skillet here with a little EVOO heating up over, about medium-high heat. Then you get your paws in there, and you just give it a once-over. Ooh, I love the squishy action of the wine going into the meat. That is so much fun. I love playing with my food. This to make a nice menu, too. The poppers with the red wine and blue. Fantabulous. Okay, then you put the meat together into one big ball, and you just score it with the side of your hand so you know that you're gonna come out with 4 fairly equally sized burgers. You don't have one little runt in the bunch. Then you form your patty. And burgers plump when you cook them, so to avoid the burger bulge, a burger that ends up looking round on top, you just make a little indentation in the center with the palm of your hand, and as the burger bulges up, it'll be nice and flat when it's all done. Oh, it smells so good in here. I'm telling you, the minute the burger hits the fire with the red wine in there, it is absolutely fantastic. And it's a fun meal to entertain with, too. Don't make burgers, you know, just when you want to have a super cash night with the family. You can invite your friends over for a bunch of burgers. That's what I love about summer. People are more prone to do that nice casual type of entertaining instead of making big fussy sit-down dinners. Man, this smells good, baby. It's gonna smell even better once we make our buttermilk blue cheese dressing to go up on top of it. Everybody goes, oh, how's it gonna get better? Oh. Well, that's the blue part. Red wine and blue burgers. The blue cheese homemade dressing that goes up on top, that's the blue part. So I'm just washing up here. Talk amongst yourselves for a second. I'll be right back with you. Okay, then out of the fridge, you're gonna grab some buttermilk and some hot sauce. I'm gonna save the buttermilk and invite my sister over and be very tricky. She'll see the buttermilk. I'll say what to do with the rest of the buttermilk. She'll make pancakes. I know it. I got plans. I got plans. All right, so we take a couple packages of blue cheese crumbles, pop that into a bowl, and then couldn't be simpler. We're just gonna mix it up together with about a cup of the buttermilk here, and we've got this nice thick buttermilk dressing to put down over the top of the burgers when they get all done. So you just mash that up together, and I like a couple of dashes of hot sauce in there just to give it a little zip. Thank you very much. Get that down in there. Okay, a couple, like 8 dashes. Well, I like things spicy. And then you just kind of work it with a fork until the dressing thickens up for you. And that's it. I mean, homemade in like 2 seconds. A little bit of pepper action in there. And we're gonna slather this all over the buns that, yes, I always admit to it. I set the buns on fire when I did it myself, so my friend Bianca perfectly toasted those. And then in keeping with the spicy theme that we've got going on with today's food, we're gonna use a nice spicy green on our burgers. We've got a lovely big bowl of watercress here. We've got all cleaned up and dried and ready to go. Now we're gonna take our burgers with the green onions and the red wine, the grill seasoning. Oh, they smell fantastic. A little Worcestershire sauce. And you see how nice and flat they are on top? No burger bulge, because we made a little indentation, so when they plumped and we cooked them, they just got nice and flat on top. And then we're gonna do some watercress, nice spicy watercress up on top of that. You can use any green you like, of course, kids. And then the glue, oh yeah, we're gonna slather and gob on mounds of our blue cheese dressing, baby. That's some good glue. Some good glue, oh yeah. Look at this one. You are gonna be a rock star for this one.